Good morning, players. I don't understand why this was necessary, but for Godfrey, it was the comedian. Last night, he was on some live and he was, please be quiet and let me finish this video. Stupid bird. So, anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by those birds. So, the comedian Godfrey was on a live last night and he felt it necessary to out the alleged sexuality of Uncle Phil and Carl Winslow from Family Matters. Now listen, I don't understand what this obsession is with trying to out people's sexuality or whatnot, especially after they're deceased, because if they wanted us to know, they would have told us. Contrary to popular belief, there was a time where celebrities could be private about what they do in their bedrooms. I know that's not common today, but there was a time where they could be private about what they did in their bedrooms. But for some reason, he felt the need to tell this story about Uncle Phil and Carl being gay. It's not our business. I just don't understand how people don't understand that outing other people's sexuality when they haven't been upfront about it themselves is problematic. I don't understand how they don't get how that is evasive. If somebody wants you to know what they do in their bedroom, they will tell you. As long as he wasn't trying to sleep with you, then you shouldn't be worried about it. And while we're on the subject, then why don't you tell us what your sexuality is, since you're so comfortable in talking about the dead and who they sleep with? Well, guess what? He doesn't sleep with anybody now because he's deceased. I don't understand this, and it really bothered me within my spirit because, again, I don't think that people understand how problematic that is when you choose to discuss someone's sexuality when they have decided to keep that part of them private. Just because they are celebrities doesn't mean that we are entitled to what they do in their bedrooms. It's absolutely absurd, and in my opinion, it is used as a way to try to discredit this person, despite you may have good intentions when it comes down to this. We know the stigma when it comes down to black men and being gay. So why would you come and do something like this? At the end of the day, it's not our business. It doesn't change the fact that Uncle Phil was an awesome actor and an awesome human being. So why was it necessary for you to say this? It just doesn't make sense to me. If he wanted us to know, he would have told us. If Carl wants us to know, he will tell us. But you, at the end of the day, deciding to make someone's sexuality your topic of conversation really bothers me. And y'all know I normally come on here and just tell y'all what happened, but this really bothers me within my spirit because, again, we know the stigma, which there shouldn't be any type of stigma when it comes down to a person's sexuality, but at the end of the day, we have to be honest with ourselves, and we know what kind of stigma there is when it comes down to the LGBTQIA plus community, especially black men. And I just don't. I didn't feel that he had good intentions in speaking about this. Like, why are you doing this? For me, it doesn't change a thing about these two men. For me, if that's what they choose to do, that is their business. It doesn't change anything. So why was it necessary for you to say this? Tell us who you sleep with. Tell us who you lay down with, since it's so important for people to know about what people do privately in their bedrooms. It's 2025. This shit got to stop. It's not your business. Let it go.